Hi, everyone. I think we are live. Thank you so much for coming. Hi, Anita.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
Good, pretty good. It's actually really good here in the like we were just talking about great weather today here.
Yeah, it is here too. It's sunny and it's beautiful.
Mhm,
So thank you, Anita, for joining me today,
mhm,
and thank you for the ladies that showed up. Today we are going to talk about how to take photos, or how are we
mhm.
taking pictures for
Yes.
our jewelry when we are getting ready for listing. And
Mhm.
maybe you guys have other questions that we can address. Um, yeah, anything you want to say, Anita?
Just hello everybody. I hope you guys are having a great holiday and basically I hope I'm happy to be here what it is I'm excited for the holidays.
Me too.
And I just want to say hi and thank everybody. And I know that right now everybody is out shopping and doing things for the holidays. I want to thank everybody that's taking the time to come in and say hello.
Yes, yes, yeah. Thank you. We appreciate your time.
Mhm.
So, are you guys ready for Christmas? Did you guys finish decorating? Are you done, Anita?
Yeah. As far as decorating goes, I'm done when it comes to the Christmas tree and this area here. But I've still because I'm gonna have guests over. I still need to do the centerpieces for the tables. Other than that, I'm pretty much done with shopping and decorating. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Linda. Hi, Anne, Ginger, and Lori, Mary Kay, and Maria C. Happy holidays. Anne is saying that, Anita, you are making a statement.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I was just talking to Lucia about that right now, about these eyelashes that I'm wearing. Remember, I don't know if you guys were watching if you guys saw the other episode we did on the makeup where I showed, the magnetic eyelashes.
Mhm.
And today I decided to go ahead and put them on. And what it is it's this little eyeliner here where that you just put on your area where you want the lash, and you just use this tool just to put it on, and it was very
Mhm.
easy. I'm right now I'm impressed on how I didn't think that it would turn out or they would stick, but they really did. So I
Okay.
yeah, and I got them from eBay. These ones are I don't know if you guys can see it. They're a bit much. They're pretty drag queen like, but I am gonna go look into and see if they have maybe smaller ones, more petite ones, and,
Mhm.
and get those. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, those are a statement. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. And I see Nadine and Mary Kay. Oh, I said Mary Kay. Hello to Mary Kay. Hi, Sandra. I got your email. I'm working on it.
Mhm.
Yes. And Bado and Angela. And I see my mom. Hi, mom.
Hey.
My mom saying, she's saying that we are beautiful. Uh,
Thank you.
yeah. So, oh, Anne was talking about the necklace, Anita.
Oh yeah, this is the one that remember Doug sent me a lot of jewelry. This was one of the pieces that he sent me that I kept I kept in my jewelry box because I really love red, and since it's the holidays, I just decided to wear this one today.
Okay, so you can trim them down a little bit. Um, the lashes, Anita.
Oh,
Bado is
I don't. Yeah, I don't know, but when it comes to trimming things like that down, I don't know how to I don't know how I would do it to get it even.
yeah, I'm doing this for Sandra.
Oh, thank you.
I got it. Yeah. So, tell me a little bit about, Anita, about how your process of taking pictures, and what are you looking for, or what do you use, and how, um, what helps you
Yeah.
when you're taking pictures.
As far as taking pictures goes, I always use. I know a lot of people use cameras and cell phones, but for me, I only use my cell phone for
Mhm.
the pictures. Because I think this when it comes to the cell phone, when you zoom into it, depending on the type of cell phone you use, it becomes really clear. And as far as the marks go, I'm able to take pictures of the marks with the cell phones
Mhm.
because the cell phone has that square feature where you can
Yes.
do the picture in the square size. that's the one I use because Etsy seems to do, when you put square photos in there, it puts it like right in the middle where it's supposed to be.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what I use. As far as lighting goes, what I do is I take a white sheet of paper, from like
Mhm.
any paper, printing paper, and I'll put the jewelry on it, and I'll go around the house to see, and with the phone on camera mode, to see where the lighting is better, where the picture is coming out better, and that's where I'll put it, and that's where I'll take the pictures. And it's always somewhere different. Sometimes depending on where the light is coming from. Uh,
Mhm.
and if there's no light, what I do is I bring a lamp or put something in front of it. I don't have a light box. I don't know if you use a light box, Lucia, but I don't have
Mhm.
one of those light boxes. But yeah, well, I just basically work with what I have, which is paper and lamps and things like that. Um, do you want to talk about like
Yeah, I want to say hello to Mariluz and Sforzini Bianca from Italy. Hi, Bianca.
hey, everyone?
I hope I said hello to everybody.
Hmm.
Um, Thank you for joining us and spending time here with us today. If you have any questions, please leave
Hmm.
them in the chat. So what I also use my phone.
Hmm.
I don't have, I mean, I have the camera, but I like my phone. I think to me, it's way more comfortable to use my phone.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and I made a light box at one point,
Okay.
and to be honest, it didn't made a difference in my pictures.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
so right now, like you said, sometimes I go around the house and I see where I have a better light for
Mhm.
taking pictures.
Yes.
And usually, what I usually take pictures in the morning because I have
Mhm.
in the kitchen I have a very good
Right.
light, and that's what I do. I'm
Mhm.
trying not to take pictures at night or in the afternoon when I need to use the light
Mhm.
because I notice that they kind of distort a little bit the colors and the
Right.
brightness. Yeah, sometimes I take pictures and they are silver items and they look yellowish
Gold. Yeah.
so yeah, that's what I notice, at least from my experience. I try to do it in the morning when I have good and bright light. And yeah, I yeah, so I don't use a light box, just my phone.
I feel like the natural lighting is the best light source when it comes to taking the pictures. That's when you can see the jewelry much better. When it starts getting, like you said, when it starts getting dark, I don't take pictures anymore.
Mhm.
I
Yes,
Natural light is the best light, but sometimes we don't have natural light, and
yes,
right
especially in the Northwest Coast
now,
here.
yeah, sometimes we don't have it, and we have to use different, lamps and things like that. But
Mhm.
yeah, just make sure like when you're taking photos, just look and make sure there's no shadowing, not a lot of shadowing.
Mhm.
There's nothing else, and nothing else like sometimes I notice when I take pictures on the dining room table, I'll see part of my chandelier in the picture.
Mhm. Yes.
It'll shadow, but what you can do is when if you can just move around on that table a little bit on this side, on that side, and wherever you
Mhm.
notice that that shadow, the shadowing is gone, take the pictures over there. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that yeah, find your spot in the house and find the right time and just do it. And yeah, I wasted a lot of time trying to figure it out which works best for me.
Yes.
But finally I realized this is the way. So I'm now into a schedule and into a routine. I know in the morning I need to take pictures and in the afternoon I can list them, but usually I don't take pictures at night or in the afternoon because
Yes.
yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Hi, Rosita. And how are you?
Mhm.
Hi, Esther.
Mhm.
Uh, do we have any questions? Esther is asking, so how do you decide what to put on eBay or Etsy? Do you want to answer, Anita? And then I can answer.
When it comes to me, anything that right now as a platform, I like selling jewelry better on Etsy. It sells better for me there, and Etsy's policies right now are things that I'm looking for when it comes to selling my jewelry. Because of the refunds, because of they're stricter in policies when it comes to people that they're basically they're more serious buyers there.
Yeah.
And when yeah, and as far as how to decide what to put there, I put everything there that I can. Whatever I can't put there is the newer items, like
Mm-hmm.
Coach, and then there's some other like I know Alex and Ani you can't put there because they're some of them are too new, and it's a little
Mm-hmm.
issue with Alex and Ani. But there's other things like that I will put into my eBay because I don't have a choice to put it in Etsy because it's not too old. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and as far as other items, not jewelry, again, if I can put it in Etsy because of the vintage, because they are vintage, I will put it in Etsy. If not, is when I'll use eBay. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so pretty much for me, this is for me personally only.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather put my items on Etsy than eBay if I have a choice between the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always go if I don't know something about an item or I have doubts or I
Yeah.
then I go and list it on eBay. And
Mhm.
for instance, if I don't know how much is it worth, I
Mhm.
also put it on like auction because I don't know how much to ask for that item. So that's what I'm trying to work right now. Even though I don't have too many listings on eBay,
Mhm.
that's what I'm kind of thinking, and that's what I want to do. I want to list a little bit more on eBay because I have so many that I cannot list them on Etsy. And yeah.
I wish that Etsy had some kind of like where you can do auctions on Etsy as well. I wish they had that option.
Mhm. Yes.
Then I wouldn't. I would put more, like you said, the lots and things. I would put those in Etsy too. Yeah.
Yes. We have another question from Bado Maji.
Mhm.
I recycle everything and I hope broken pieces don't go to waste. Do you think money can made making do you think you can make money
Mhm.
from recycled beads and findings?
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
think so.
Mhm. There's people out there specifically looking for jewelry, that are broken or pieces that they can use for crafts. There's that you just need to label that as a craft lot, and
Mm-hmm.
depending on what it is. And I know that the rhinestone ones go for more if they include rhinestones, but
Mm-hmm.
there is a market for broken jewelry, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, and there's you don't have to sell them necessarily as broken pieces. You can do something else. You can do art with broken
Mhm.
pieces. So
Yeah.
broken jewelry. Uh, yeah, Rosita is saying, excuse me, I like your Etsy shop. Thank you, Anita.
Thank you.
Do you know the difference between Etsy and Poshmark? Uh,
Um,
we do. Go ahead, Anita.
yeah, Poshmark is pretty much you can sell everything there as well, just like eBay. You can sell everything there, but I think the difference between Poshmark and Etsy is the payment. And Poshmark, when you sell something, you have to wait till the item gets shipped, the item gets received, and then the person leaves you feedback for them to transfer, the funds to your account.
Mhm.
And sometimes they won't leave a feedback or write anything, and then it takes like a whole 3 days for you to get your funds in. And then
Yeah.
and I think their fees are a little bit more than Poshmark is. They take
Mhm.
fees.
Yes.
But as far as the difference, there isn't very much difference. You can list anything there that you want to. I know that right now you're able to list home goods there as well, and they
Mhm.
raised there was a specific weight to where you can have so and so many items and I think it was 5 pounds or 6 pounds. That weight
Mhm.
has increased to you're able to ship things that weigh more too now.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
yeah, another mention is on Etsy, you only can list vintage items
Mhm.
or something that is handmade.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah, on Poshmark, you can list
Everything.
everything.
Mhm.
And from my understanding, Poshmark is more for like brand names
Yes.
or higher end
Mhm.
items.
Mhm.
And yeah, I do have a Poshmark, and
Yeah.
I did sell a few items. I didn't list in a while. And
Mhm.
also on Poshmark, you need to be very active and you need to share your listing and join
Right.
parties. And that's something that right now I do not have the time to do
Yeah.
it and the energy, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will go on Poshmark with kind of like brand items.
Right. Especially clothing. Like I know that a lot of people
Mhm.
sell clothing there. Clothing is a good seller in Poshmark, and
Mhm.
and people look for like newer items there.
Yes, yeah,
New
like
jewelry,
Coach
new
or
makers, new designers. Yeah.
yes, Juicy Couture. I saw Michael Kors. So those are the ones that So Poshmark is kind of like a
Yeah.
specific place to
Yeah.
where people are looking for higher end.
Yeah. So if you have like a Coach purse or some that kind of Poshmark would be the best place to put it.
Yes, I sold some purses on Poshmark, and
Yeah, me too.
yeah, some. I think it was a Juicy Couture and
Purses,
Brighton.
shoes,
Also, a lot of Brighton items. Yes,
Mm.
I sold on Poshmark. Yes.
I've sold shoes there too. I've sold a lot of purses, shoes, clothing on Poshmark. Yes, Poshmark is a great place to sell to. Like Lucia said, the difference is that for Etsy, it's for vintage items. For there, it's for everything.
Yes. So Ori, she's asking, how do you know if it's vintage? So that's what comes in. The research comes into a place, and that's what we do when we know it's vintage. We have to research, and you look at the design, and some brands are definitely vintage, and we know for sure that they are vintage, like Coro or what is the other one?
Trifari.
Trifari, yeah. So
Yeah.
those ones, they're
Okay.
definitely vintage. If you see,
Yeah. Anything that's made before the year 2000 right now is considered vintage.
yes, Mary Kay is saying, I have been putting some items on Mercari. They are a good place to list. Easy to make a listing on their app. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any experience with Mercari. Do you,
Me
Anita?
too. No, I've never sold anything on Macari, but I do have friends that do have Macari accounts and are selling on Macari. They are very happy with Macari. Yes.
Yes. I want to say hello to Pina and the Corby and Rosita. She's saying that she's making wind chimes with recycled jewelry.
Right.
Yes, thank you, Anita. Rosita.
Yeah, like Lucia, she put ornaments in her Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I saw the video, but yeah, that was a great idea. You can make the Christmas trees, and you can make the jewelry trees, picture art. Them on canvases. Anything. There's so much. If you go and Google, jewelry repurpose, you'll see so many things that you wouldn't even imagine that they would do with jewelry.
Yes. What I want to do, maybe later for my next Christmas next year, I want to do wreaths and sell them. Just with some broken jewelry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. You try different things. Yes.
And mosaic picture frame. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Think that.
And some people actually repurpose it into jewelry. Again, they make different pieces out of it.
Yes.
Is add the jewelry into another statement necklace. I've seen people take broken, and do kind of like a charm necklace where they put all different pieces hanging, charm necklaces, charm bracelets, all kinds of things.
Yes.
Oh my God! The other day, Lucia, I was looking at broken jewelry headpieces. You know how I get stuff. I saw like hair, the hair accessories they made out of the broken jewelry, kind of like a princess crown. So beautiful.
Oh,
So many nice things that they're making with broken jewelry. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Barbara. Another question. You should sell jewelry flower bouquet from weddings for weddings. Oh yeah. Yes.
Yes.
That's another great idea. Yes.
They make corsages, flower bouquets, everything.
Yes. They do make a lot. Okay. So Anita, do you use any filters or any apps when you're listing your items?
No.
No,
I don't use any kind of filters, because I think when you do jewelry, or not just jewelry, any item, anything that you're selling, make sure that when you're taking the picture, that item is actually the color that it's supposed to be. And if the lighting is bad, you can brighten the lighting just a little bit, underlight just a little bit, not too much to change color. But other than that, I won't use any kind of filters for listings. No. You can always move. You can, if it's too dark, or you're noticing your picture is not right, and you want to change it up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
don't do it. Move to
Yeah.
a different area, or do it the next day when it's a little bit more light, or where you have better lighting. But don't personally, I wouldn't use a filter, because that's misrepresenting the item.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Rosita is wishing us a very prosperous new year and lots of happy finds in our jars. Yeah.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Rosita. And hi, Andrea and Nadine. Oh, you're back. You're back. She was disconnected. Sorry about that. Yeah. So when it comes to, excuse me, editing,
No.
I also don't edit my pictures. Um, I noticed that when if I try to edit, or it will distort the colors again, and it won't be kind of a true. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that the item is looking.
Right. It's not
So
true self. It's not.
exactly. So I want to, even though if it's, I rather do a bad a kind of a bad picture than edit that picture and
Mhm.
not being honest. You know what I'm saying with my
Yes. Mhm.
yeah. Because sometimes when I do the, like for instance, there is that option, the vivid one. Uh,
Mhm. Oh
the
no.
color just, it's so
It's
bright
bright.
and vivid, and it's not the color that
Yes.
item is actually looking. So
Yes.
I decided I don't want to do that.
Yes. No.
So no, I'm not editing also my pictures. I rather just have a, just a mediocre or just a medium picture instead of editing, or
True.
not list it until I have a better lighting.
Yes, that I wouldn't either. Those kinds of filters are for
Mhm.
your selfies and
Yes.
your pictures, not
Yeah.
for things that you're selling. No.
Yeah, it's not for Instagram. That's what you guys need to keep in mind. The listings, the pictures that you are taking, those are not for Instagram.
Right.
Those are for people to see, and they are shopping for those items. And I'm always thinking from my point of view as also a buyer, not just a seller.
Hmm.
When you see something, or it's so bright and sparkly and beautiful, and when you receive that piece and it's not what you expected,
Right.
then you get disappointed, and then you want to return it, or you don't want to shop anymore in that store. So
Yes.
yeah, I think honesty and being
Mhm.
true, it's the best policy.
Yes. And I think that, like, and not think this is what I do when your item, if it has a scratch on it, or it has
Hmm.
kind of damage on it, make sure you take a picture. Since we're talking about pictures, make sure you take a really good picture of, the damage or the scratch or whatever it is
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
on the item, and make sure you post that picture as well, and make sure in the description that you let them know that the item has a
Hmm.
scratch in so and so place. And you can even add it. I always put that picture last. If it's if it's there's a
Hmm.
scratch, I'll put that item last. So I put in the description, as seen in last picture.
Hmm. Yes.
That way they can go see the last picture and know what you're talking about. If there's a scratch on something, or some kind of damage or discoloration, let
Hmm.
them know about that as well, and take a picture of it.
Yes.
Because
And
Mhm.
yeah, just keep in mind, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect, right?
Mhm. No.
Uh, I know there is a lot of competition, and people are spending money in different cameras and light boxes and different type of uh,
Mhm.
lamps and whatever. You don't have to, I mean, I don't have any of those,
No.
um, and
Me
I
too.
don't think we quite need them. You don't have to break the bank to to take good pictures. Just the best is the light, whatever
Yes.
is, yeah.
Good lighting. Honestly, a lot, like 80% of my pictures are taken on a piece of printing paper that I just
Mhm.
put white paper, I lay it down, and I just take a picture of it. I don't
Mhm.
I don't use any props or any other items. I know a lot of people will use little plates or teacups or things
Mhm.
like that. A lot of those things are not necessary.
Mhm.
All you need is a good picture of your
Mhm.
item, and that's about it. I have used like, for as far as necklaces go, I have used things like this over here, where
Mhm.
so they can get an idea of how it looks on the neck. I've used my
Mhm.
But you don't have to. Like you can just lay it down, and you can put either a ruler next to it and take a picture, or you can put it in your hand and take a picture, just so they can get an idea of what the sizes of the item.
Yes.
And also put the size, if it's something that you're measuring, put the size in the description too. Anything that you can put in the description that they might have questions for, put it in the description, because they will ask you when it comes to the bracelets, how long is the bracelet, or how long is the necklace. Make sure all questions are answered in your description, so they don't have to message you for it.
Yes. Yes. I agree. Yeah. And you can use a tablecloth if you don't have, just a tablecloth. I recommend neutral colors, and something that it's a simple design that will not kind of take away from the piece.
Nothing distracting. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Bridget and Ditzy and Barbara. Do you see anybody else over there?
Yeah. No, this is saying or a coin, right? Or a coin. I've had a lot of people put a quarter next to it, so they know, everybody knows how big a quarter is. So especially when it comes to pendants, yes.
Yeah. Yes. Or you can do if you're crafting and you have what I use. Sometimes I use my cardstock papers that I got years ago, and I'm just like, I will show you one of these, just like this, just a piece of cardboard.
Yes.
Different colors, and you can go by season if you want to, but yeah, you don't have to break the bank.
Yeah, and there's frames right now that if you take a picture, you can go. I think I don't know. I'm not sure if Etsy has that, but I know some places have like little Christmas trees that you can just add on top. Just so people can see. That's a seasonal item. You can add a little Christmas tree on top, like
Yes.
a emoji picture.
Yes.
Other than that, don't do anything too distracting to take away from what the item is, because people are there to buy the item, and your props.
Yes, exactly. So they want to look at the item. You don't want them to be distracted by blings or flowers or anything. Just keep it simple.
Right.
Olga is asking, can you talk about how to use PayPal so I can purchase ideas from you in Etsy?
Okay.
I don't think we are selling ideas.
Yeah, no, don't. You can go. You don't have to have a PayPal to go into Etsy. You can just go into Etsy. Check each of our stores, and you could just look at. Just go to store or go to shop, and it'll show you what we have and what kind of pictures we put.
Okay.
You don't need an account for that. No.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, for Etsy you don't need a PayPal, and also for if you want to purchase something from us, you don't need to have a PayPal account to be able to
look. Yeah, you only have to have it when you're purchasing something. And PayPal, you just go to paypal.com if you want to open a PayPal account, and they just ask for your bank information, and then they just set it up for you right away.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Robin and Almaz. Good night to you.
Good night.
Oh, thanks for joining us. Any other questions? And yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, my earrings, these are one of my favorites. I always like the dangly ones. And speaking of earrings, you guys, to me, earrings are the most time consuming to list and to take pictures. Yeah. So what about you, Anita? What's your
earrings for me are the hardest to do because they won't lay right. They won't sit straight because of the hooks. And then, the posts as well, they'll fall on the side. They're very hard to take pictures of. Is why I take most of the pictures in my hand. But they do have little, little hangers where you hang them. Sometimes they'll be too long and they'll hit the floor, or they'll be too short. So you can just lay them down as long as you take just a couple of pictures. And always take pictures of the back of the item, because it's very important. I've seen some listings out there where I've actually tried to purchase earrings for myself where it's only a picture of the front and there's no picture of the back. I want to see how the back looks too.
Yes.
Like at as many angles as you can. Take one from the front and one from the side, so they can see like how wide it is, how high it is, or if the stone is standing out. And then take also one of the back side as well, and the hooks. I would take pictures of the hooks too. If
Yeah.
they're,
Yes.
I try to get a close up of the mark as well.
Yes.
For me, the earrings are the hardest. Yes, I think for me, the easiest is the necklaces to do, and the bracelets are kind of easy too. If they're flat bracelets, they're very easy. I just flatten them out, round them up a little bit and take a picture. But clampers are a little bit harder. For the clampers, I do use this one, but you don't have to use this one. If you have, I know that you can use, if you have watch at home, you know how watches come with a kind of like a pillow, pillows that they come with. You can use the
Yes.
pillow and put cuffs on that and take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have
Yeah.
to buy any. You don't have to buy anything. You can use things that you have at home.
Or you can even use from the paper towel, the rolls. There is that too, and you can paint it really nicely with some
Yes.
acrylic paint, and you can use that one too. That's what I used to use
Yes.
for a while. So yeah, again, you don't have to break the bank for.
Yeah.
So I decided I'm going to try using this for my earrings from now on. This is a very cute little angel.
Yeah.
There's like some little holes over there.
Very
So
nice.
I decided I will try this one
Yeah.
and see how it works.
See, I like that because it's tall. You know how I bought one that was a clear one that I purchased online so I can put the earrings. But when it came, it was this high. And when you put the earrings on it, the earrings are like on the floor, on the bottom, being
Yes.
where it's not long enough. So there's things that you can make too. If you go on, if you just Google, DIY jewelry displays, they'll show you all kinds of different things that you can make with things that you have at home.
Yes. Or you can just, like I did, just a piece of cardboard like this, and I poked some holes in this one, and you can also put the earrings here and then kind of lay them on the table, and this will help too if you don't have a display or something like that. Yeah, and also I use this one that is like a clear.
Yes.
And it has different kind of, it's tall and different sizes, so I can use this one too. But again, you don't have to break.
And like when it comes to the earrings, you can also take something like this or just a plain cardboard painted white and just put kind of like a thin ribbon or a string and just hang them if they're hooked. You can hang them.
Yes.
Very, very easy, things that you can do at home. We have a question. I think you missed the question on information of your stores and way to buy from your iPhone. Oh, okay. Okay. The links are going to be in the description of the video where our stores are.
Yes. After this, the video is done, then we're going to put all the links in the description in the video.
Yeah, and what you can do is you can also go to previous ones, and the links will be in the previous ones as well.
Yes, in the description, Linda. If you look either one or my Anita, and you will see the links over there too. On each of our videos. This is asking rings. I think to me rings are the most easiest to list and to take pictures. So I love rings.
Me too. I mean, even at at Michael's, I think the little the hands that they have. If you don't, you can use number one. You can use your own hands. Just to put it up, take a picture. Even if it's too, I've put pictures where the ring is too small, and I just put it like right over here.
Yes.
And I took a picture. You can use your own hands, or if you don't feel comfortable using your own hands, what you can do is you can just purchase one of those, the hand, the little statues that they have at Michael's. I think they're like $5 or $6, and you just need the one, and you can do that for everything. Yes.
Yes. To be honest, I do not like those tiny little just one display. I don't know, for some reason I just don't like them. Every time I look at one of those, I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
The little
ones. I'm like,
figures.
I don't know, for some reason. And now they have it in a Goodwill here, And
Yeah.
every time I look over there, it's like, oh, I don't know, something is not quite right about that display. I don't know. I prefer a
Or you
hand
can,
or
yeah,
use your fingers.
or you can like, you don't have to go to Michael's right now. You can just take a piece of paper and just wrap it into a little cone like this, like a cone,
Yes.
and just cut the bottom and just put the ring on top.
Yes.
Just use white printing paper for that, and it'll look really nice.
Yes.
I've done that before when I first started, the jewelry. I have listed, on cones that I made myself for rings, also for bracelets that you can the bigger ones for bracelets to put on.
But I was asking, can rings be brought back into round shape after the shape has been distorted? Yes. How do you do it, Anita?
Okay, in one of my videos, I have the link for it where I bought the items, but they do have it on Amazon, where it comes with the with the ring sizers, and then the mandrel. It's kind of like a wood mandrel, and it comes with a little hammer that's black on one side and yellow and rubber on both sides. And you just put like a piece of towel on it, and you just hit it down. And sometimes you don't even need to do that. You just need to push it down. If you put it
Yes.
down on the mandrel, it'll bring it back to shape. That's if the and I wouldn't push it too hard. And that's if the silver is soft enough. Sometimes if the band is too thick, sometimes it won't come back to shape. But if the band
Yes.
if it's soft and thin, you'll be able to bring it back to shape. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm doing too. I'm doing just the mandrel, and I'm trying to push it a little bit
Yeah.
and kind of roll it on a towel,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to roll a little bit, and it takes a little bit of patience, and you don't have to push it too hard.
Yes.
Just easy little steps. That's what I do.
Yeah, if
And
it's a thin band, don't push it too much because it'll break the
it will break. Yes. And I see Doug in the chat. Hi, Doug.
How are you, Doug?
Yes.
Yeah, Doug's in.
And we have another question from Sandra. Are you planning on selling more jewelry jars or on auctions? For me and for Anita, for both of us.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, but we're gonna wait till the New Year's is over, and then we'll decide what days. But we will try to do more auctions. Yes.
Yes, and jewelry jars too. Yes. We need to get rid of some of the.
Right now, me and Lucia are on break.
We forgot to tell you guys we are on break right now.
We're on a 3-day break. Well, I've already had my 3 days. I'm gonna say maybe 7 days. I'm on day 3 right now that I haven't listed anything at all for 3 days. I've been, overwhelmed with, the holidays and presents and things that are going on at home that I haven't gotten a chance to list anything. The only thing I'm trying to catch up with is my shipping. But other than that, and plus it's the holidays, and this weather is kind of tiring for me too a little bit. So
yes.
So me and Lucia are taking a little break. So
yeah, we were just talking last night, and I was like, I am so tired. I feel like I'm overwhelmed with everything that is going on. And I just need to stop a little bit and take a break and breathe and kind of recharge my batteries, because we are not super, I'm not a superwoman, I can do just as much as I can do. And in this time of year, I think the holidays and the family is very important to, at least to me. And I want to kind of make sure that they feel that way. So
right.
I'm gonna list in like, I don't know, maybe a week or so. I don't know. Yes.
Today's day 4 for me.
Yes, and I'm getting there, but like you said, I think we need a break.
And this is not the only thing that we're doing. We have families, we have children, so it's kind of like I know that a lot of people are listing right now because it is the holidays, but we're taking a break.
Yes,
just a little one until, like Lucia said, until we can recharge and we can
yes. We need that. Reselling, it's not easy. It has advantages and disadvantages, but sometimes you need to know when to say I need to stop right now. I need to take a break. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Bridget is asking, Lucia, how can I buy a jewelry jar from you? What you can do is go ahead and go into her
Yes.
and then follow her store. And every time she posts something in the store, you'll get a notification. And you'll always get notified when she has new listings. And if she has a jewelry jar, you'll be able to see it.
Yes. Actually, my sister was telling me, I showed her yesterday, I was talking to her and I showed her my room with all the jewelry. And she was like, I was like, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't even know where to start right now
Yeah.
and what to list and what to do. And she was like, just make jars and,
Yeah.
that will help. So I'm working on making more jars. So probably I will have them probably after
Yeah.
Christmas. I will have more jars because
And actually, for me, making jars takes longer than listing jewelry.
yes,
Because because when it comes to the jars, we don't want to just fill it up with things that are,
yes,
random things. We want to fill it up with nice things that when a person purchases it, they're happy with what they're getting.
yes,
Looking for, the nice things, we're making sure they're not broken, we're making sure they're not discolored, and trying to get different varieties of things in there so it's not all necklaces or all bracelets. So that
yes,
for me, that I don't know for Lucia, I think for her too, that takes longer for me to build a jar.
exactly. Yeah, it takes time. Yeah, it takes more time to list a jar. But yeah, I have another question. Any updates on the Cartier love bracelet? No. See, this is another thing that I didn't have time to take care of, and it's still there, waiting for me to do something about it. Robin, it is gold. It's real gold. It's not gold plated. So at least that's what I know.
Yeah.
If it's
Well,
real or not, again, who cares?
That's the important part is it's gold.
Yes, and even if it's not real, who would know? Because it's still gold, right?
She's having trouble herself figuring out if it's real or not. How are other people going to know?
Exactly, and yeah, that's again, that's something that I need to take care of a lot of things, and right now it's not the perfect time.
Linda is asking, do you have to use PayPal to purchase items? No, when it comes to Etsy, you can use different payment methods. Not just PayPal. They have you can use different credit cards. I think there's other things that I don't know about Chicks, but I know that there's other payment methods.
Yes. Hi, Jennifer, and Long Nails, and Bridget, and Esther, and Cassandra. Hi. Thank you, ladies, for coming and watching. Any other questions from?
Esther is saying can't find them here. Okay, about the jewelry jar.
Oh, jewelry jars, yes.
We know. Well, it's getting kind of harder and harder for us to find the ones that we were easily getting
used to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't purchase maybe last week one, and yeah, I went last night. There were no jars.
No.
So but they do have jewelry, but people are so busy even in Goodwill listing other items that they're not making jars. So yeah, I'm sorry about your jars. Maybe you can try other thrift stores or jewelry shops.
Yes, you need to look at some places like church stores or other places that you can that sell. I know that a lot of places don't have the jewelry jars, but they do have jewelry. Sales, I know that right now isn't going to be very many yard sales because it's snowing and raining everywhere.
Yes.
But like the church stores and other thrift, there's other thrift stores, not the Goodwill and is not the only thrift store. There are other thrift stores that you can look into. If you just go to your area and look up thrift shop, you'll see a lot of them that you wouldn't even know that existed unless you look them up.
Yes, the Salvation Army here.
Yeah.
They do have bags, and yeah, they're bags, but they're closing 2 stores here in Portland area. So I'm not sure what's going on.
They're closed. They're closing down. I don't know if it's everywhere, but we don't have any here in Glendale anymore. They closed all of them down. What's happening is they're starting to close. Eventually, I don't think there's going to be any more Salvation Army.
We have Tatiana. Hi, Tatiana. I hope it's Tatiana, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, and Esther and long nails. Share some tips for such beautiful long nails, please. Uh, yes. I told Anita, wear gloves.
Yeah,
Protect
number one.
your hands.
Yeah.
That's that's my best advice that I
Yes.
can give.
When you're doing housework,
Mhm.
especially washing dishes, wear gloves. Like Lucia was telling me the other day, wear gloves. I'm like, you wear gloves when you wash the dishes? I just wash it like that. So, but I
Yeah.
do purchase gloves. Yes, wear gloves. And she does have multiple videos where she shows how she does, the nail stamping
Yes.
and
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I never touch. The dishes or anything uh, without my gloves in the kitchen. Every time I go in the kitchen, outside, everything. I'm wearing gloves.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's who I am.
Yeah. So gloves, number one, gloves.
Mhm.
Uh,
And second is once a week I do a wrap in coconut oil. I wrap mine. I put a bunch of coconut oil, on my hands, organic coconut oil, and then I put gloves on, like mittens, and keep my hands like this. And I'm just sitting, on my couch for like 15 minutes, not
mhm.
touching anything.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot. The coconut oil and the
Okay, we have Ditsi Blonde is saying idea for another chit chat after the holidays, editing videos, like photo or info on videos before you play it. Hopes. Oh, okay. She's talking about like our videos if we edit them. Well,
Mhm.
like for mine, I try not to edit anything because right now for my videos, I'm using something called Screencast-O-Matic for the videos, and I'm using that because what it does is it blocks out the background noise and makes my voice more clear.
Mhm. Yes.
As far as editing goes, I do have times where either somebody knocks on the door, I'll stop the video and answer the door
Mhm.
and things like that, or I'll forget something that I was gonna say and I'll just stop it until I remember. But other than that, I don't really do any editing in the videos. No.
See, I just remember, when I start filming,
Uh,
I don't. I think I'm had 2 or 3 videos that were edited, but
mhm.
I do not edit my videos. So when I'm going
Yeah.
and filming, I know I tell everybody, you guys, I'm gonna be busy for half an hour. Please do not, interrupt me or disturb me.
Mhm.
And I just go and film, and nothing can stop me. Even I don't know if you guys remember, I had a one time there was an fire alarm beeping in my hallway, and I didn't hear a thing
Yeah. Yeah.
until I read the comments, and I was like, my alarm was beeping all the time. But I'm so focused that I didn't even notice that my alarm was.
Yeah, I think like the thing with when it comes to like the videos, you need to set aside that time. Say that
Mhm.
this is my time. This is my
Yeah.
30 minutes or 40 minutes, and
Yes.
I'm not going to even answer the phone and turn off the phone, put the phone on
Yes.
silent and
Mhm.
things like that, and just do your
Mhm.
video. And the less distractions you have, the less editing you have to do.
Yes, because editing takes a lot of time. So
Yes.
I rather just prepare myself for like 15 minutes before the videos, get my glasses, get my loop, get the phone taken
Uh,
care of, the lighting and everything, all the things that I
yeah.
need, and not stop or anything and pause. Last
Yeah.
Sunday, while I was filming, there was somebody at the door, and they were keep
Right.
ringing and ringing and ringing, and you can hear it in my video. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
really busy right now, so everything can wait.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I
Yeah.
think it will save you more time
The
if
only
you
time
don't.
the only time I stop is when either I hear the gardener making loud noise outside. One time
Uh-huh.
I stopped because my neighbor was vacuuming and wouldn't stop vacuuming. She vacuumed, I think, the whole house an hour. It was like vacuum noise,
Mhm,
back and forth, and I just had to sit it there and wait.
mhm,
um,
mhm. Yes,
stop. But
yes.
yeah, the faster you do it, the less distractions you have,
Mhm,
the less editing. Because editing, like Lucia said, takes a long time. You need to find the
mhm.
right
Yes.
spot, where to cut it out, and as far as editing goes, I don't add things in. What I do is I'll either cut a part of it out where I left a long pause,
Mhm,
or where I left to get something. I'll cut that part.
mhm. Yes.
Other than that, there isn't really much editing. No.
Yes, and you can always add pictures like on a thumbnail. Yeah, you can take pictures with your items and then put them uh, in the thumbnail, so you don't have to edit those.
Oh, okay. I see over here. Ditzy Blonde is saying, I guess what I mean, like when Anita has a video with her photo at the start of the video, bubble with the I love Etsy. Okay. Oh, so you mean the thumbnails?
Your thumbnails, yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. We'll what we'll do is, yeah, we will talk about on the next one.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be on my channel, so we will talk about the thumbnails and how we do them. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I can do a screen share. I can do a screen share and show you guys how to do the thumbnail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hi, Elena.
Yeah, you can put a picture in. Yeah.
Yeah, there was another question, I think. One second, you guys. Let me go back a little bit. From Decor B. She's saying that when I go thrifting, there's a lady that always gets the jars and they save them for her, which I think is not fair. No, that's not fair. No. And you should talk to the manager, maybe.
Yeah. You have to talk to the manager, and then if the manager says something like, "Okay, we're going to give it to her," or if that's like favoritism, you can't save it. They can't save it for somebody, and if they continue to do that, and if the manager is the one doing it, you can call the corporate office and let them know.
Yes. Yeah.
They can't do that. No.
Yes, please go and talk to the manager and tell her that's not okay. It's not fair. I go and I see sometimes names on the jars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, they came before me. It's it's theirs, but I would not like for them to hold the jars for somebody. That's not fair and it's not right.
No.
You should definitely go and talk to them.
Yes, but I mean, they can put like you said, if they put the name on it and the person's in the store. And they're shopping for other things, that means that the person saw it first and they put their name on there.
Yes.
But if there's nobody there and they just put a name on there saying I'm going to save this for someone, they can't do that.
No, they cannot. No. And I would say something, because that's not fair.
Yeah, I've had that happen, and actually in like maybe 8-9 months ago, that it happened where I went. And the jar is right there, right in front of me. There's no name on it. They're saying that, okay, we that jar is for somebody else that we're holding it from. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's first come, first serve here. What do you mean it's for somebody? And then even the manager didn't want to give me the jar. And I went right outside, just like literally right outside, called the corporate office, let them know what's going on. And I told them I'm going to call the corporate office right now. I went outside, called the corporate office, and I guess they got in contact with them. I went inside and they gave me my jar and I left. Because they're not, they can't do that. And if you can't call and let them know. They can't.
No, they cannot. If you go there and you're first, it's your right and you should have it. They shouldn't hold jars for anybody. No, that's not okay. Yeah. Hi, Flippin' Hustler.
Hey, Todd. How are you?
Yeah. Letizia, what does the 179 means? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what's your favorite, Anita? What is your favorite item to list?
For me, I think rings are for me my favorite item to list, and then also because they're my best sellers. For me, rings go really fast, and they're very easy for me to list. And I think I take better pictures with the rings. So yeah, for me, the rings, I think I would say.
Yes, mine too. Rings are my favorite too.
Yeah,
rings and necklaces.
Necklaces.
I don't like earrings. I mean, I love them. They're my favorite item, but not when it comes to listing. Yeah. And brooches too. Brooches are also very easy to list.
Oh yeah. We forgot to say that brooches are, I think, the easiest list because they just lay there and there's no you don't have to put them in any kind of position or anything. Just take a really nice picture and you're done. Yeah.
Yeah. No sizes. No. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. That's nice. Do you use for the brooches, Anita? You use scarves or do you use the same background?
For some, depending on what color it is, and what kind of if it has rhinestones, if it's something that I look at the brooch and think how I would wear this. Some of them are really nice rhinestones. I will put it on a little scarf and take a picture of it on the scarf, so people can get an idea of I can wear it this way. But if it's something smaller and just with no rhinestones, nothing on it, just a
Mhm.
plain brooch, I will just take like on the white background so they can just see the design of the
Mhm.
item.
Yes. Yeah, I like them sometimes with a scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they look a little bit more natural and organic, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Martha.
I,
And
I
by
don't I don't wear scarves. I don't wear I don't wear brooches that often. Very rarely I'll wear a brooch. What I in one of my videos I do have it where I what I do with brooches is I turn them into
Mhm.
bracelets.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
put like
that's a
the
great
stretchy.
idea.
I just put like either the seed bead bracelets or the pearl
Mhm.
fake pearl stretch bracelets. I'll put three of them and then just open and close the brooch on it and it turns into a bracelet.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. How do you clean the pieces that are not silver or gold? Yeah, that's. You want to say share Anita, and then I can share it too.
Yeah, it depends on
Um,
what the item is made of. Like, depending on what it is, if it has, if it has beads on it, if it's just a metal necklace. I use Dawn to clean my items. Put a little bit of Dawn in a little warm water. If
mhm,
it's something that has a little bit of dirt on it, Dawn does really clean it up. And some
mhm,
items I will actually use, even if they're not silver, but if it's a silver tone, the polishing cloth will still clean it.
mhm.
I guess
Yes,
it really depends on what the item is.
it depends. Yes. Mhm.
Depends on, yeah.
Yes,
That's
I don't use, I don't, if they have rhinestones, for instance, I do not soak them in anything. I
yeah.
have a solution, it's called purple something, I don't know how it's called. And I
Mhm,
just spray that, and it will give us a little bit of a shine to
mhm.
the pieces. And in the back, if they have like that verdigris, kind of a greenish on earrings or on necklaces, I use ketchup.
Yeah. I've
Mhm.
recently started using Brasso. You know that the brass cleaner,
Mhm. Yes.
and it really takes off the verdigris, off of other things too. The Brasso. The other day the verdigris. I tried the ketchup. It did, and sometimes it'll take it off, but this time I don't know why it wasn't taking it off. So
Oh,
So what I did is I put a little bit of the Brasso, and that cleaned it. So there, you can try all different kinds of things depending on which one
mhm.
works.
Yes.
It depends on the metal too. Sometimes it will come off, sometimes it won't.
Yes. Yeah, Brasso is good. You just yeah need to be careful and read the description,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
don't leave the item for too long
Too
because
long.
it might take
Yeah.
that coating off. So yeah,
And if it's something flat, what I use is just the regular school erasers, the pink erasers. If it's something flat, I'll just lay it flat, and even that eraser will take off that verdigris. It'll clean it up.
I just want to mention one thing. We had a really nice copper pendant at one point,
Mhm.
and I was trying to clean it with that Brasso thingy, and it just ruined the whole
Oh
pendant.
yeah, yeah. You have to look in the back and see what you can use it on. Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Uh, yeah, I have found that vinegar and warm water soaks works well. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
With also with vinegar, yeah, you need to be also careful with the vinegar, and
Mhm.
especially with the rhinestones,
Oh
because
yeah.
the vinegar may kind of dissolve that coating that they have, the rhinestones.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's something that you also need to kind of
Yeah, I've
take.
I've had with vinegar. I've had, like Lucia said, sometimes I've had it cleaned it up, and one time it ruined the whole piece. So you have to be really careful
Yes,
with the vinegar. Yeah.
yes, yeah. Bye, Sandra, and yeah,
I
she needs to prepare some dinner. Oh, bye. Bon appetit. And
enjoy.
Francis from Holland. Hi, Francis. Um, and I think there was another question over there. Um, one second. Let me look at this one. Kathy G. What is your opinion of the vintage jewelry houses and makers like Monet, Napier, Trifari? What is the quality difference between makers of old jewelry and which seems to retain its beauty better? Uh, can I answer, Anita?
Go ahead.
So it depends. All they are all, in my opinion, they are all beautiful,
Mhm.
and the makers are. I don't think there is a difference between them in terms of quality. I think that's the most important thing. That when you look at the Monet piece, a Napier piece, a Trifari, a Coro, it's the quality of those pieces compared to the newest ones. So I don't think there is a big difference between those ones, the Monet, Napier, and Trifari, in terms of quality. It's just about the design, right? That's
Right.
my opinion.
For me, all three of those for me, and including Koro, sort of fall in the same category. All of those are well-made pieces and great makers, and just like every other jewelry line, they have their better pieces and then
Mhm.
not so good ones.
Yes.
Some of them are actually better made, and like and some of them are like brittle and they'll break thin, and then you'll see one brooch that looks terrific.
Yes.
There are good ones and there are bad ones too. But as
Mhm.
those makers, to me, they fall into the same category.
Yes. Yeah.
Price wise as well.
Yes.
Price wise as well, they fall into the same
Yes.
into the
To
same.
me, Trifari and Koro are a little bit, let's just say, a little bit more, I don't know, a special and unique. Monet is a little bit more like they have like this very kind of a simple, clean designs. I like Koro because they have more intricate designs and
Yeah,
the colors and the stones. So it's up to it's up
yeah,
to the designer.
and Napier too, kind of the
Yes. Yes.
some of those to me, when I see the pieces, I have to look in the back to know which one they are because they all kind of look similar.
Yes.
Well, mhm.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Yes. Happy holiday. Uh, what else is here? Because I don't see any other questions. You see any other questions?
Not
So if there are
no more questions.
anything else, Anita, that you want to add when it comes to photos?
No, just to be real with your photos. Make sure you're
Very
taking
well,
a picture of something that
Mhm.
make sure they're actually seeing what you have, and no, don't do any filtering to them. Try to move around the house and go into an area where you notice that the lighting is better. Take your pictures there. Take multiple pictures. Do front and back. And as far as size goes, put something in there like we had a suggestions of the quarter. You can use your hand, you can use a ruler. Make sure people know what the size is. In the description, make sure you're writing everything that people would ask you about it. And that's basically that's about it.
Yes, yeah, be true. My opinion too. Be honest and be real. And remember, this is not for Instagram, and this is for a buyer that needs to see the real item, not an edited or a filtered photo. This is not a competition.
Yeah,
Who looks better? Which makeup is better than?
right.
So, yes.
And remember, people are coming to buy the item.
Yes.
Around it, and don't
Mhm.
do things that are too distracting, so people are actually seeing what they're buying.
Yeah. We're not looking for thumbs up or likes, like on Instagram, or how many shares or how many views you have.
Yeah.
We're looking on sales and what, sale. And Decor be saying that they literally told me they save it always for her. Yeah, well, then definitely you should go and talk
No.
to her.
Yeah, there's no way they can do that. No, you need
Yes.
to call corporate, and what you can do is go inside, ask for their names. They have to give you their name. They can't not give you their name. Just write their names down and call corporate and say, this. I went in there and there was an item that I wanted to buy, and they told me that that they're saving it for somebody. Yeah, and what they'll do is they'll tell you already. Okay, I'll contact their manager and let them know, and then the next day you'll go, they'll put it there. You'll be
Yes.
even sometimes the same day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ginger is asking, has anybody received their gifts yet? Yes, I did mine. You mean the Christmas exchange gift, Ginger?
Oh yeah. The Christmas exchange received mine as well.
Yes, I did mine too, and I love it. So if
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
yeah, it was actually from Roberta, and she was Yeah, it was in my mailbox, and I didn't know that she sent it to me.
No.
Yeah, Kathy's
Okay.
Kathy,
We have.
have a blessed Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year. Thank you so much, Kathy. Same to you.
Thank you.
Mm, There is another question. Uh,
Mhm.
when are you buying jewelry for yourself? What kind of jewelry do you like the most? Always look for sterling silver gemstones ring. I love them. Uh, you gonna go ahead, Anita. You can answer.
For me, I like statement pieces for myself, and I don't necessarily look for only silver jewelry, sterling jewelry, although I do have a lot of sterling pieces. But I do like statement pieces. I like costume jewelry as well. I don't go out specifically looking for something. It depends on what catches my eye. What I think that's that's cute or that's unique.
Mm-hmm.
I like things that are unique that that nobody else has, and usually are I like the saving things for me that are artisan made that there's one of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do have both fine jewelry and costume jewelry that I do save for myself.
Yes, I don't go with either, for a specific piece. When I go shopping at Goodwill or Salvation Army, I look at the pieces, and if I see something that I like,
Mhm.
I'm buying it. Or sometimes I don't like it in the store, and I bring it home and I clean it and I put it on and try it on and say, oh, I like this one. I'm not going to sell it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, how do you store your personal pieces of jewelry to keep them clean and ready to wear? I have mine on like a tree and in my bedroom, and I hang them over there.
Yeah, I have mine in my everyday stuff that I always wear. I have it in a jewelry box. Uh,
Mhm.
I have this really vintage, really tall, old wood jewelry box that I keep the things that
Mhm.
bother me in there. But that's getting already full. I need another one.
Yeah.
Another one. I'm thinking of getting the one of the ones. I don't know if any of you have it, but if one of the ones that hang on the door, in that you hang on over the door and it opens up. Kind of like a shelf.
Hmm.
Of getting one of those, and because they're right now my jewelry is everywhere except for the
Yeah, mine too.
jewelry box. I do need more storage for
Yeah.
personal ones.
Yes. Kawanda is asking
Mhm.
if we are changing the backs on the earrings when we sell it. If they are in bad shape, yes.
Me too. What I did is I got some from eBay. Now, and my recent order is going to be from Amazon, where you buy like I think 200 of them. It's very very inexpensive if they're just gold plated and they're not silver or sterling. And even sometimes on the sterling ones, I will put the ones in the back that are not sterling in the back, just so they have something to wear it with. But I do
Mhm.
purchase those, in lots where some of them don't have it. I will put backs on them, and if they're really bad, yeah, I do
Mhm.
change them.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you know what? When it comes to items like Monet or Trifari, some of those have the name on it in the back, and
Hmm.
people want those. What I do is I will put those in a little tiny bag, and I will add new ones in the back of the ones of the earring.
Hmm.
I send the little bag with it because some people actually want the original ones.
Hmm. Yes.
If you have the
If
original,
you,
send it with them. Mhm.
if you have the originals, you most of the
Yeah.
time I don't have the originals.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. You have the originals, yes. Go ahead and send it because a lot of buyers, even though they're dirty and yucky, and you
Yeah.
and you wouldn't wear it, they do still want the original backs.
Mhm. Yes.
Send them.
Mhm. Yes. And um, where do you get Goodwill coupons? I never heard of the Goodwill
I
coupons, Mado. I
no
don't think they exist, the Goodwill coupons.
no they don't they have discounts like for seniors and teachers. They have specific days where they do discounts.
Mhm.
But I
Yeah.
I haven't had a coupon either. No.
Yes, I don't have coupons. I just have the phone number in their system because I was shopping for years over there. And then a few years ago, they had this kind of a discount to you have to register and be there and use your phone number every time you purchase, and
Right.
they give you like
Mhm.
1% off or something like that. But I never heard of any coupons. So yeah,
We have
uh, go ahead, Anita.
DB is asking if my channel is my screen name. Yes, it's my screen.
Mhm. Yes, I will put it. I don't think I did it. It was kind of late last night, guys, when I did the the video. So
And she's
um,
asking how do you get smell off of the jewelry to safely clean it. Um,
yeah, we are struggling, at least me.
It depends. It depends on the piece. Like if it's a sterling item, I tried the Dawn first, with the Dawn soap, and most of the time it will take it off. And sometimes I'll even get to extreme, and I'll even try if it's really bad, I'll try it with OxyClean, and that helps too.
Yeah, I purchased a lot from eBay with an estate sale lot, and I regret it even today. There was another thing, guys, that you should look for. Me as a buyer and also as a seller. They in the description they didn't mention that they have a very strong scent, a very old perfume, and my whole room smells like that perfume. And I'm afraid that even though the ones that are not from that lot, they will smell. So and I'm still struggling to take that smell out. I couldn't sell anything from that lot because they still smell. I soaked
Oh
them
my God.
into water with vinegar and baking soda. Nothing. I let them outside for days in the sun and nothing. So they still smell. I'm not sure how am I gonna get rid of that smell.
Try to put them in a cup of coffee.
I have no idea what to do. Maybe in the coffee beans.
I think if you put them in actual coffee, maybe that will get rid of the smell. Because yes, I know that when it comes to clothing and handbags, I've tried that myself, and it has worked. Where you put coffee beans in a stock in kind of like a something mesh or something that they don't fall out of, that you can get the scent out through. If you put that if you put that in a handbag, or wrap it up around the clothing, it does get rid of smells. But as far as jewelry, I don't know. Maybe you
Yes.
can try with the jewelry too.
Yeah, maybe somebody has a different, ideas. I'm still struggling with getting that smell out of my out of those jewelry. So I don't.
Mary Kay is saying maybe Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah,
Maybe we have to try. Yeah.
yeah, yes. And so yeah, okay. So I think we don't have any other questions, and um, if there are no questions, then we're ready to say goodbye. And if you guys have any other suggestions for us for our future chit chats, next week will be on Anita's channel on Thursday, right, Anita?
Thursday, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, because Wednesday is going to be Christmas, so we're going to do
Yes.
Thursday.
Yeah, so we will be on Anita's channel. And if you guys have any suggestions, please let us know, and we can talk about other topics too.
Yes.
Yes, right? I don't see, maybe Coca-Cola. I will try Coca-Cola too.
Okay, we have regarding natural stone beads. If you store them in sunlight, can they be damaged? Also, yes,
Mm-hmm.
none of them can. Like I know amber gets damaged, and
Mm-hmm.
opal will get damaged if you if there's too much sunlight on it. See,
Mm-hmm.
some of them will get damaged. So yes, don't put the gemstones out in direct sunlight. No.
Yes, yes. Okay, yes.
Okay.
Yes, after Christmas clean out sale. Okay, we'll do the clean. We need
Yeah.
help, you guys.
Definitely.
Okay, this is saying I ordered these little sachet or what sachets. What? How do you say that?
Sachets.
Yeah, get rid of smoke smells in purses. Oh, the little one with the
Oh, the potpourri. The potpourris, maybe?
or the silicone ones. Which one are you talking about? We need to know, please. Because we were looking at the silicone ones. Remember, Anita, and we were thinking that
Yeah.
maybe we'll try the
And
silicone.
dread. We have dread
Oh, the charcoal.
saying to put to wrap a piece of charcoal in a paper towel and store in jewelry. I've never tried charcoal ever.
Okay.
We will try it.
Okay. Wait, thank you.
Charcoal soaks up smell. I have never ever tried that. I will
Yeah,
probably try that. Thank you.
you're right because I used to have charcoal in my fridge. Okay. Okay.
We'll try
Yes.
it. We'll let you
The
guys know.
silicone
We'll
ones.
try it.
The silicone ones.
I have a couple of pieces like what where it's like a pendant, and it has a necklace that you can't take off, and the necklace is made out of some kind of fabric. I can't get the smell out, so it's it's stuck
Yeah.
inside in my little shed area here. I will try to let you guys know if that works. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Okay. So I think we're ready to wrap up. Anita, if you want to say.
Yeah. I wanted that. I think we're gonna be after Christmas, right? The next one.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Until I see you guys, and thank you for coming in. I wish you guys health, happiness, and joy for the 2020. Again, thank you very much for coming in here, and I appreciate you all.
Okay, yes, me too. Thank you so much for coming. I also wish you a Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year, like Rosita was saying. And we'll see you next week on Anita's channel. Thanks again for watching and happy holidays to all of you guys. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Anita, for joining me.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.